The video has finally arrived. This little sketchbook is considered full. So the last two collages you are going to be viewing in this video are really the last two pages that I had left in our little collage sketchbook, and I had such a blast with it. I'm going to go ahead and start those videos right now. You can see the process for two of the last collages in this little sketchbook, and then we will close it out and start a new one maybe. Okay, those were those last two collages. As you know, one of them is the back cover. But then we had this one, and I will be honest, this one was a bit problematic. Marilyn was a focal point, but in many ways I struggled with this last page. Well, one of the last pages. All in all, I'm fine with it. I think it's a good collage. Compositionally, maybe it could use some work. So I had thrown in some text, and then we had some design from other elements to just draw everything in. Is it a successful collage? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would submit it to a show. How about that? Then the last one is the back cover, which was something I thought I was going to do a lot sooner and did not. I'm fine waiting till the end. I really love the way this turned out. We have some very interesting quadrant sections. The last minute, I pulled out images from a design book that had file cabinets in it because it matched the color. The square form went well with the rest of the composition. Just add salt, why not? Everything stayed kind of square. I did have this little bit of pink going on, which I thought was going to dominate originally because I have a lot of this wrapping paper left, but it didn't. I am very pleased with how this turned out. I did use regular Scotch tape to hold down this text and then covered everything, laminated, if you will, with that packing tape, which is my best friend. I also went ahead and put packing tape here, and the reason was this page is separating from the rest of the book, so I may need to address that later. I don't have anything for the spine. I certainly can put something here. Whether or not I do, I'm not sure yet. It's just something I'm going to have to think about. But I have a lot of gratitude towards this little book. It has given me hours of wonderful dopamine rushes. I think I shared earlier that this particular collage pair, I don't really care for it. It's not one of my favorites, but it's fine. I really looked at this book as something of experimental, like this is a totally experimental page, and that's good. I need that in my practice. It allowed me to flex my muscle, try new things, and not be too hard on myself. But we did have full-on collage compositions in this book that I am very proud of, that I really love. Chew on This, which we just saw. I really like how this came out. These two images as well, love them. This was very abstract. This is something I'm feeling more and more drawn into with my art. I might be sharing it with you more later on this channel. Always collage related, but I am getting drawn into abstract because there is such a wonderful release in abstract. There's freedom, if you will, from a perfect composition, and you can layer it, you can play with it, and that's the most important part of all. There's another composition that I love. This one I really, really liked. It turned into a 2-page layout. No regrets. I did put in some of my own hand drawing into it, although, again, this wasn't a drawing book. This was a collage book, and I will definitely be revisiting this. This was actually one of my more recent favorites that I did post on the channel. Post the link to the playlist for this particular sketchbook, and I might be creating playlists based on the sketchbooks that I share with you. So we have a lot of empty space here. I can always come back and throw new other things in here just to play, have a good time. This is actually a lino cut that I did in a class recently. I could put it here, but I like keeping things, relative to collage in this book. But we do have a lot of empty space. I might still use it for a source of storage. These are actually stickers that I made for an upcoming decoupage class. This technique works very well when you have those pieces that had some type of fussy cut going on, or you just don't want them to get lost. So they're protected by the packing tape, kind of like how the front cover and back cover are protected. They're more solid, they won't get lost, they're on parchment paper, and they're ready to use like a sticker. So these were stickers that I was experimenting with and they fell on this page, so I'm gonna just leave that alone. Here are some other collages that I created. And the one thing too that I loved about doing this sketchbook, this collage sketchbook, was I was working with a small picture plane. These pages are only 7 by 7. That forced me to really draw in on my compositional skills. And it also, the limitations were good because it wasn't like I was working with a massive picture plane. So I didn't have to spend hours and hours and hours. And if I did spend too long, then I knew maybe the composition wasn't working. So I was really grateful for the lesson that it gave to me. I got to play a lot with pattern, especially in this one, pattern and color. And I also realize when I look at this particular collage and this one also, there's a lot going on. It's a little noisy. That's not a bad thing. And again, it was just a booklet. This is just something for me to reference, to come back to later, which I gladly will. I learn from my mistakes and I learn from my triumphs. And I feel this book relates that. This one I did recently, and I absolutely love it. It came out so well. It was a transparency collage, and I'll definitely revisit this. I just love black and white, as you know, and how it contrasts so well with other colors. And then having it bleed through the transparency, I just feel sends such a really strong message. And it's just something I'm extremely proud of. We're back to Marilyn. Sorry, Marilyn, I love you, but I'm not sure if this collage works altogether. And then these last pages, again, they were videos. I am very proud of them. I like them. And that's what I love so much about having a collage sketchbook is now, instead of sitting in a drawer, lonely and dark, with nothing to do, I have everything in a book. I can grab it later. I can reference it. What I really love is the portability because I know I will be taking it to my workshops here in Los Angeles and sharing it with my participants and show them what I'm up to. And also to give them inspiration because my workshops and my participants always deliver inspiration to me, as do you. Your views mean so much, and I hope that you are inspired by all the artwork you see here on YouTube. This is where I love the social media platforms where we can inspire and encourage one another. So thank you so much for watching. I will be back with another collage composition for you, maybe something a little different, but we will meet again very soon. And that being said, I will see you in the next video.